All right, we are recording. Happy Monday, happy October. It is a new month. So we're going to start tonight's Zoom. I just want to go over some of the things to just take note of in October that are happening around Team Beachbody and throughout the next quarter, our last quarter of the year, quarter four, Q4. And then I want to get into the content for tonight, which is just really quickly, I want to show you guys the new trainings. This is going to be a pretty quick Zoom tonight. And then after that, you are free to work on your October list for the duration of the Zoom. And if your October list is good and it's updated, then you can work on any sort of things you need to do for the duration of the Zoom. But it's really going to be a quick, just kind of recap of a couple things that I just want you guys to be abreast to, just ready and raring to go with. So October, you guys, the Success Club reward is a double time cinch bag and 2 workout towels. So double time is the new program that's coming out and launching in November. That is the Tony Horton one that is with a partner. So your Success Club prizes, that swag. Keep in mind that the launch of Clean Week begins tomorrow, October 3rd. So what I've been doing is a lot of people who just got a challenge pack from me and are waiting right now to start in my next challenge group, I'm letting them know, hey, you know, a great program to start would be Clean Week. It's brand new. It's a great way for you to kind of get back in the swing of things. And Becca had a really great idea last night on our leadership Zoom, just talking about how that would be a great option for a week 0 for those people. So I love that idea, and I am definitely running with that one too. So just think about ways you can promote Clean Week, and think about ways that you can use that for those people that are on the fence. They're not really quite ready to invest in the challenge pack, but they do kind of want to be a part of that challenge group vibe, and see if that can help you to boost those challenge pack sales this month especially, and as we get in towards the holidays. The quarter 4 starts October 4th, you guys, so we're finishing up quarter 3. There is a diamond bonus pool again in quarter 4. So if you are a diamond rank, you have to hold it for 6 weeks. And you also have to hit Success Club in October, November, December. So you have to hit SC5 in the last 3 months of the year, and you have to hold your diamond rank for 6 weeks straight. If you do both of those things, you will get an extra $250 at the end of quarter 4. Really exciting new bonus that they've added in. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool that now as a diamond coach, you get recognized for that. You get benefits and perks for going diamond. So I encourage you guys, if diamond is on your radar, why not earn an extra $250 as we finish out the year strong? The new coach office is launching on Monday next week. So a week from today, there is a new coach office, okay? And I will connect us to the webinar to watch that so that you can be really ready for that. But just exciting things are starting to happen, okay, with all of that. There was another thing. UK is launching October 19th. I don't want us to, I don't want you to think of UK as like, oh, good, I don't have to talk to anybody in the United States anymore, right? Like, I'll just think about talking to people in the UK. The market in the United States is not gone, okay? Like, let's be real. You could walk into any restaurant, any supermarket, any fast food joint, and you would see that we still have a tremendous problem in America. So I don't want you to think of the UK launch on October 19th like this is my ticket out of having to invite anybody in the US, and now we'll just focus on making friends in the UK. But what I would like you guys to start focusing on is finding friends in the UK. Find ways to connect. So if you're on Instagram using hashtags, they don't say mom, they say mum. So I'm doing dog mum, like hashtag dog mum instead of dog mom. Like there's people, I've seen people doing like mum boss instead of mom boss and things like that. So just looking get creative, find UK hashtags so you can start connecting with people over in the UK via Instagram. If you're on Facebook, and you could look for groups. I've seen some groups, like I know Julianne was telling me about one, like it's a boxer dog group and it's boxer dogs in the UK. I'm in a vegan group right now and there's a lot of UK people in there actually. And so I was after interacting with people in the group, I started friend requesting certain people. And so I have a couple new friends on Facebook who are from the UK. And I haven't invited them to anything yet, but those are people that when the opportunity comes, or even a year from now, if we form a relationship, you know, I'm not looking at like on October 19th, I got to sign these people up, right? But I'm looking ahead at they could be an expansion. So start brainstorming how you could also, you know, promote and be a part of the launch that's happening. November, so we have a full month to decide this, but November, there's going to be a partner challenge. And it's coming, it's teams of 2. So it's kind of like Team Cup, but it's teams of 2. And so I just want you to keep that in the back of your mind that coming up in November, they're doing a challenge that's just teams of 2 for Success Club. And the winners will earn $1,000 cash. But guess what, guys? They're doing it by region. I'm reading that correctly. They're doing it by region. So it's not like in the United States, the winners get 1,000. It's by each region. So I'm not sure how that works out if like one coach is in one region and another's in another. I don't know how all that works out, but that'll probably be coming down the pipeline. But start thinking about that. How exciting that would be. And if you have a success partner, maybe that's who you want to team up with. If you are looking to find a success partner, maybe doing that this month so that you guys can gel on it. And then in November, dive deep together. But just start keeping that on your radar, okay? Because that'll be another fun little thing. August, we had an awesome time with our Team Cup this the past month in August. And I think it was the best one I've ever seen. So we can get some cool momentum rolling in November. That's about it in terms of announcements. Prepare to be Obsessed is happening. It's starting on October 16th. So if you're in that group, feel free to add in anybody who in the past has done 21-day fix. I've been reaching out to my old customers who originally did 21-day fix and asking them, hey, do you want to brush the dust off of that? Some of them actually bought 21-day fix as a DVD set, and they don't actually have BOD. So this is an opportunity for me to invite them to BOD. But that's starting on the 16th. And the cool thing is we're going to do 21-day fix. Then starting on November 6th, we're going to do Chisel. And then starting on December on December 4th, we're going to do 21-day fix Extreme, except the final week, Beachbody is launching a week-long sneak peek into 80-day obsession. So that's how that group will wrap up. So it'll start with the first 2 weeks of 21-day fix Extreme, and then we're going to be able to really boost the energy and momentum and do the sneak peek of 80-day obsession that last and final week. And that would be, you know, just keeping this stuff on your radar in December, that week going into Christmas, because we'll finish right before Christmas Day. That week leading into it is a great time to plug people into that. I don't know if it's 5 days or 7 days. I'm not 100% sure yet, but a great opportunity to plug people into that so that they can sneak peek that. Even if they do 1 or 2 of the workouts, then they have a whole week really to think about it at the end of December, holidays are wrapping up, and then boom, January hits and they maybe want to, you know, get back on the wagon, and we've got 80-day obsession coming out mid-January. So keep that on your radar. At the very end of that group, I kind of want to see if we can push new people into the group who maybe didn't do the beginning parts with us, but definitely want to check out the sneak peek. That's how we'll end that group. So keep that in the back of your mind, okay? That's it for announcements. Ladies, do you have anything that I missed or anything you want to add? Cool. So let's get into diving in and looking at the training then. I saw both of you guys went in and added yourselves into that group. That's awesome. So you'll be able to go in there and look around and add people and whatnot. I want to go into the group myself right now. So I've created these graphics all the way through 5.0. So what I'm going to do this whole week, today, Monday, I launched 1.0. Tomorrow, I will launch 2.0. Wednesday, 3.0, et cetera, et cetera. That will take everybody through all of what we currently know as Rock the Basics and Emerald Daily. Those 2 groups are going to be gone now. Now, there's a couple reasons. You may be like, Brittany, why are we getting rid of these training groups? Well, I'm not getting rid of them. But in the Challenge Tracker app, what I've found is that participants in Rock the Basics in general and participants in Emerald Daily in general tend to log their shakes and their workouts, but don't find the time and space in their day to then do the assignment and actually have time to really like listen to the audio they're supposed to listen to, or read the article they're supposed to read, or really just let it soak in, right? And comment with, you know, whatever takeaways or ahas or questions they may have. And it's not that the way it's formatted now, it's like one day after another. And so if you miss a day, it's hard to kind of go back and find where you left off. And it's a lot of information at once. Rock the Basics is a 30-day group, and then Emerald Daily is a 15-day group. So between the two of those, it's a lot of content in a limited amount of time. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to make it self-paced like Girl Boss Bootcamp, so that when a coach finishes Girl Boss Bootcamp, their next step, and we all, you know, we cheer them on, we shout them out on our team pages, and we let them know you graduated from Girl Boss Bootcamp, next step, Rock the Basics, and make sure they get added in. Once they get added into Rock the Basics, okay, there is a pinned post. Where'd it go? What am I looking at? I pinned it, I swear. There's a pinned post at the top. There should be. Why can't I see it? Okay, maybe I didn't pin it. This is what I wanted to pin. You know what? I think I didn't pin it because I was worried. When you're on your computer, it's easier to see a pin post than when you're on your phone. And so I think I decided not to pin it. But the very bottom is where they would start. So it just tells them what this is all about. And the first thing I have them commenting, you guys, is to tag their upline coach and to comment when they're going to start Rock the Basics and when they plan on ending it. It's 10 lessons. So they could say, I'm starting it today. I'm going to end it 10 days from now, right? They could say that. And then that's our job as their upline sponsor or their mentor to hold them accountable for those days. If it's 5 days later and they haven't done anything, it's a good time to check in and say, hey, listen, I know you said that you were going to end it on the 15th, but right now it's the 10th and I'm getting worried that that's going to be too much. Should we adjust your goal? And it's fine, just checking in though, and being able to have them be held accountable for when they're going to begin and end it. But letting them know that it's in their own time, So if they need to take a month to do 10 lessons, I love it. That's totally fine. And it doesn't mean that it's a month for 10 lessons because they're doing nothing. The idea is however long it takes them to get through it, I hope that they're truly, maybe they need to go back and re-listen, or maybe they took time to you know, read through the content, right? They read through the content, but then tomorrow they're going to do the action items, right? And so maybe they need 2 days to do it, and that's okay. Yeah. And so that's why I turned it into a self-paced group. So each day it's labeled day 1, etc., day 2, all the way through 10 days. Okay. And the idea is just like, that's the description. Just like in Girl Boss Bootcamp, the idea is that it's at their own pace, so we don't have to drag people through the mud. I don't have to, you know, we don't have to check into the app and say, oh gosh, she's like not showing up for an entire month. You know what? If she didn't show up for a month or he didn't show up for a month, it's not as much, and they're not missing it. It's still in front of them. If they didn't do day 1, they can't go on to day 2 until they do day 1 and comment with it, right? So I'm hoping that this structure will help. Now, 2.0 and 3.0 are going to be the rest of Rock the Basics, okay? And then when they get into 4.0 and they get into 5.0, it's going to talk through basically what it means to go Emerald and how you do that. And so by the end of those 5, you know, basics courses, essentially 50 lessons, they really have all of the training and tools under their belt to rock their business. I mean, truthfully, they have all the knowledge. At that point, once they get through those 5 things, there's a couple of things they can do. And you guys as well, all of us on Inspire Beauty as well, can do this too. You can go back and re-listen to lessons, redo the coursework. If you feel like, okay, I didn't quite, or I'm struggling with objections, I'm going to go back to the one that talked about objections, or I'm really struggling with how to invite to my challenge groups, I'm going to go back to that one. The resource is there. It's at your fingertips, right? We all have it in our hands. But the other thing is, once you get through all 5, and if you need to go back, you can go back. But once you get through all 5, it's not really about learning more knowledge. It's about putting action to it, isn't it? Right? And so what we'll encourage our coaches to do once you get through all 5 0.0s of the basics is to act on it. And if we've got coaches who maybe went stagnant for a while, you know, maybe somebody in your downline or eventually in your downline, if that's, you know, if that's something you're growing one day, gets stagnant and stuck and they don't really work, quote unquote, the business for like a stint of time, 6 months or so, then maybe they go right back to the beginning of Rock the Basics and you encourage them to take those lessons all over again to kind of renew their spirit. As the business grows, I'm trying to just be smarter. And I don't mean grow in like bigger. I mean like we grow, like we get better at what we do and things change. I just want to be the most efficient and just best serving you guys and our coaches on our team and our future coaches the best way possible. And I really believe that allowing it to be self-paced in the world we live in right now, it's so busy, is kind of the direction that I'd like to go with this. So I'm really excited about it launching. Like I said, all of them this week. Each day I'll have a new one launched. And none of us are immune to, you know, a refresher course. So if ever you know, use this page too, but also use this page to guide your coaches through, okay? Because it'll help the mentoring process be a little smoother for you because you won't have to come up with, what do I teach them? How do I teach them how to coach, right? You've got it all at your fingertips as well. So I wanted to make that resource more accessible for you guys as well. Let's see. Yeah, I think that was pretty much it. Is it pretty, I mean, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory, but any questions, ladies? Comments? Concerns?
No, I love that it's self-paced. That's just so much better for me, I know. Because, like, I can sit down and, like, have, you know, a good night to just get through everything. It's so much harder for me, like, when it was daily things because my schedule is so different, you know? Like, I can't do anything on Tuesdays and Fridays practically, but I could have, like, a whole Saturday afternoon to do something. So I really like that part.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can appreciate that, too. Because you never know what someone's schedule is like, and I really would appreciate the self-pacing too.
Yeah. And, you know, really the biggest things, I mean, essentially the basics of what Beachbody is and how you run challenge groups and things like that essentially is the same as always. What really changes over time is like how social media changes, or maybe just like our goals might shift. So maybe we want to direct our focus somewhere else. But I feel like the basics, I just wanted it something to be always there for people. It wasn't like a thing where every month we had to like start, you know, all over again. And there's people that have done Rock the Basics multiple times, and that's fine. But rather than having to, you know, continue to post their shakes and their workouts and try to keep up with these assignments, it's just always there if I ever want to renew a lesson, right? So cool. Well, that is it, ladies, for tonight. I just really wanted to show off the new trainings, and just give you guys the rundown so that you also know how to use them for your downline as well. And that's it. So short, sweet, kind of like me. All right, ladies, I'm going to take a picture of us, and then we can hop off and do our own thing if you want to sleep, Rebecca, or if you want to work or whatever. All right, hold on. Let me get the thing. Let me fix my hair. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much, ladies. Love you. Have a good night.